Hello, fellow YouTubers. This is my first game review in a while that I'm doing, and it's more of a classic game review, if you can call it that. This game's 11 years old, it's for the PS2, and all of you guys know it as Final Fantasy X. So, Final Fantasy X, it was more of a benchmark in the series for a number of reasons, and it was the first game that shied away from the world map, more favor of a linear approach to its storytelling. I mean, the non-linearity is still present within it, but is within its side quests more so than the plot. So without getting into too much detail, there are a lot of things to explore, like the battle arena. Of course, I'm going into detail, but it's the battle arena, the celestial weapons, the chocobo races, and all the sheer detail of everything that you can customize, and pretty much everything you can do, endless combinations. So I'm really not one for the world maps in the previous games, so I feel right at home with this one. Final Fantasy X is my favorite Final Fantasy, for one, because of all the themes it displays and the roles of the characters within it. So we can all link the religion of Yevon to Christianity. It was obviously intentional, but somehow it just makes Spira that much more relatable. And the main character, Tidus, I don't really like him that much. I mean, I like him towards the end more so, because in the beginning he's just a whiny brat. But, as the story progresses and moves along, he becomes more confident in himself and his strengths, and he finds out more about Sin, which is the giant whale-like creature they're trying to destroy. Sin, obviously, another reference to Christianity. As I said, religion is a main theme, if not the second most prevalent theme next to death. Death is pretty much the main theme in this game, as everyone dies, but if they're unsent, they can come back. And if you've played the game, which most of you watching this video probably have, you will link that to Seymour, which he keeps, coming back. Sorry about the spoilers. So, my only real complaint with this game is that you can't skip cutscenes. And when you lose a battle, having to start over from the last save point and watch the cutscene all over again, it can get a little tedious. It can get a little tedious and it can be really annoying, and it's really too long for me or any gamer's taste. So, I don't know. I think this game is a masterpiece, personally, with all the themes it displays and just the vast amount of character development that goes on. With, as I said before, Tidus turns from a whiny brat into a warrior. So, I don't know. He becomes more confident in himself, and all that aside, I like this game more than Final Fantasy VII. Yes, there. I said it. Come at me, bro. What are you gonna do? Anyways, I don't know. I guess 10 just hit me hard. By the end of the game, I just liked all the characters, even those that I disliked in the beginning. I mean, yeah, it has its cringeworthy moments, like the Tidus Yuna laughing sequence was just utterly annoying, and I couldn't skip it, again, because you can't skip cutscenes. And some of the things Riku says is just really unnecessary and cringeworthy, but every character has its own personality, and it's relatable in their own way, so I don't know. I just like it. That being said, I would probably give this game 9.7 out of 10. I don't know. This is probably going to be my shortest review of all of them, because there's not really much to say about this one. What I really do not like about the Final Fantasy series and people trying to condemn 10 for being too linear, you can be you can be linear in more ways than one. I mean, it doesn't have to have a world map that is confusing as fuck to navigate, and it doesn't have to have a million and one side quests scattered around them. I mean, Final Fantasy X has its own side quests. It has a lot of them. They are spread out, and yes, there is no world map. You just pick and choose the destinations off of a list. And while it might have been a lot more fun to use the airship to explore Spira, I don't really think about it that much. I mean, there's tons of weapons to customize. As I said before, the possibilities are endless. You can pretty much do what you want with it. And there are a lot of side quests, like I said. I know I'm rambling. I know I've gotten a little bit off topic, but all things considered, 9.7. I believe that's what I said before. 9.7 out of 10. If I didn't say that before, that's what I'm saying now. So 9.7 out of 10 for this game. That's pretty good.